afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the boiling hot Keith Bodley Arena. Dave Anthony here with today's game. Thank you to Taylor for taking care of the camera work throughout the rest of the day today, as she will be doing the hard work while the rest of us get to just sit and watch hockey. And it should be an excellent ball hockey game today between the U15 Pacific Coast and the New Tech Extreme U15 boys national team. We have our national anthem to start our game. We'll let you listen in. All right, great version of our national anthem, and it's time for some ball hockey. Pacific Coast in the red and blue. It'll be the Extreme in the red and black. The Extreme will be heading left to right on your AOTV screen, as it's another cooker here inside the Keith Bodley today. It's going to be a warm one in Winnipeg over the weekend as well. We're so thankful you're joining us for this wonderful ball hockey action. Into the face-off circle, Tommy Bickert for the Extreme. As we get ready, the crowd gets amped up. The ball to the ref, and we're almost ready to go. Bickert pushes it back. Nice job by Mackey to win the draw. Now Mackey will dump it in right on to goaltender Ryan Vieno. So Vieno gets the start tonight for the Extreme. Another face-off, this time to Vieno's right. Mackey for the Coast against Bickert. Bickert wins it back. Opportunity for the Extreme now as the Extreme are able to muscle their way through. Kluche around the wall, chipped out front. Mackey read that play and breaks it up, and now this would have been a hand pass, but it's played by the Extreme, so the Coast is allowed to keep it in. Lind back at the point, pardon me, as that one gets deflected towards the goal, played away. Hustling now is Mason Burke. He'll chip this up, and a little bit of time for Alistair Lind. Lind on the back end, up to Mackey, turned away. Good job there by Bickert. He, along with his teammate McPhail, will check out, and the first change is coming for the New Tech Extreme. Hustling in on the forecheck is Hupcraft. He pins his man against the wall. Coming in to help out is Davis, and they're going to get the early whistle just 1 minute into this first period. So a good shift early on by the Coast, gets them a shot towards the goal, couldn't get a stick on it. And now both teams will kind of reset a little bit here as they look for some momentum. Face-off will come outside the blue line, so a break now for the Coast. Trying to win that forward was the captain, Jackson Lovett. Couldn't pull it off, but he's able to one-hand it to the blue line, now knocks it down. Osmak watching as he has his opponent take this into the corner. Osmak watches his point man, and a good job here by the Extreme to get this one towards the goal. Knocked down in front on a good little chip. The Extreme again will hold. Fakes the shot, now puts that towards the goal. That just about found the side. Nice shot by Hupcraft as bodies collide in the corner. Pacific Coast parents call a penalty. Referees do not. Ball bouncing into the corner. Trying to knock it down is Jackson. Jackson watched there by Hansen. This is a steal in front and a good sweep play there by Pacific Coast as a loose player still in front. And they're going to say it's a crease violation. So the play will come all the way back down. Jackson Davis should have been paying rent. He was so close to that goaltender. And unaided as well. Like, he was just hanging out, minding his own business right in front of the net, but couldn't get him the ball. We thank you for joining us here today. Thanks to New Tech Extreme head coach Aaron Walmsley for helping with the names today. Want to give a special shout out to his two boys, Luca and Tyler, watching back at home. Boys, your dad is thinking about you as he's coaching these games, and he knows you're cheering him on. Just like all the wonderful families who are watching here on AOTV, sending their love and support from all over our wonderful country. We thank you for joining us as the Extreme are able to get this as far as the red line, turn back, and now it's hammered in, and that'll be flooring against the Coast. So this one's going to come all the way back as things kind of slowly get off the ground here. Both teams just trying to find their footing early on. Neither goaltender's been overly busy. We got some tunes pumping here on a Friday of a long weekend. Love and life inside the Keith Bodley. As here's a play in front, just knocked away. Now it's backhanded towards the goal by Walmsley. Played into the corner, picked up by Claughton. He gave it away, and now a good job by the Extreme to fight back, but a even better job by the Coast to keep it to the outside and get it to the blue line. Glove down, not out. Burke keeps it in. Into the far side, hustling over there is Aurora Callert, pardon me. Is Callert watching as this one goes up the boards and all the way down. Hustling back to get control is Mason Burke. Burke pressured by Colton Collard as this one gets knocked down. Not going to have enough for flooring. Nice pickup again by Cavan. Cavan chips it up the wall. Again, not able to get it out. Turned back by Claughton. And now with a little bit of space to regroup is Tyler Mackey. Behind the goal, Coast with 3:05 gone in the opening period. Giveaway. Burke walks down Main Street and scores! Mason Burke walks right down Main Street, and no construction was going to stop him as he buries it high glove. And it's a 1-0 game for the home side. As we get to watch the turnover in progress here, unfortunately we're going to miss the turnover, but it was right in front of the net, and Mason Burke made no mistake. As we scramble up here in the booth area to find a pen and some available paper, we're cooking with gas now, folks, as the Extreme have a 1-goal lead. Back underway here at the Keith Bodley. Shot from the Coast now as they look to respond. Burke chips it around and gives it away. Coast trying to find an outlet. Good protection there as Barker dumps it back around. Declan Barker takes a look as pitching in was Taylor Mackey. Mackey pulls it all the way back to the top of the circle, and we're going to have a crease violation on Pacific Coast with 8:17 to go. Mason Burke, the goal scorer for the Extreme. The only goal so far in this one, as it's a 1-0 lead with 8:17 to go. Faceoff will come outside the Pacific Coast offensive zone as Barker and the official have a bit of a discussion. Play back underway as Davis, the winger for the Extreme, ends up having this knocked between his legs, and hustling back is Braden Doyle. Along the wall to the blue line and out. Mackey's been everywhere in this period. He plays it down deep, just out of the reach of Jack Francis. And now Davis will chip this one out, and it's going to have enough for flooring as we get another whistle. So the Coast is being a little bit more aggressive here after giving up that goal, causing the Extreme to panic just a little bit, and it's forced a couple of turnovers here. Now a flooring call that will give the Coast an offensive zone faceoff. Quick changes on both sides as head coach Mark Fraser and Aaron Walmsley set up the chess pieces for their respective clubs. Jackson Lovett in the draw, pushes forwards, able to shake the check from Hupcraft, and played in front, and a quick stop there by Vieno. And the chance, though, will give the Coast a reason to shake those shakers. Lovett in the faceoff, plays it to the other side. Good job by the Extreme. Barber couldn't get it away from the check. Cunningham down low. Cunningham of the Coast gives it away, and good job by legging it out as the Extreme chip this past Lind, and now a foot race. Hustling onto it is Jackson Davis. Davis with guys in front, boxed out though by Alistair Lind. Davis cycles it back down low. Bodies collide in front, arms stay down, and the captain of the Coast, Jackson Lovett, breaks it up. Couldn't make a play on it though as the Extreme turn him back. Now a couple of Coast players fight over it, and that's advantage Extreme as they play it down. Lind around the wall. Chipping it out is Mason Cunningham, and now Lovett's off to the races. Trying to just stay on side, and he does. Nice job by Lovett to stay on side, and now Rylan Osmak plays that one towards the goal, and it's swallowed up by Vieno. 1-0, the Extreme lead on a goal by Mason Burke. So tricky to stay on side with that ball kind of hopping and skipping. It doesn't sit flat, so it's always a little bit different to handle. And a nice job by Lovett to make his way into the zone, ball protect, and make sure it was onside. As there's a play in front, Vieno makes the stop, and it's shipped out to center court. Claughton had his pocket picked. And now the Extreme will try the other side. The near side of your AOTV screen, making his way in, Johnny Green. Green dropped it off, shot off the helmet of the goaltender. That one by Claughton and into the far side. To the blue line and out. Hustling onto it, Jack Francis. Trying to get it over for Barker was Francis, but a good defensive play by the Extreme. Keep that one from getting centered. Quick break here at the Keith Bodley. It's 1-0 Extreme. Back here now in the oven, known as the Keith Bodley. The corner battle continues as Pacific, trailing by a goal, swung that one out in front and just missed. Did Jack Francis. This one gets chipped up the wall. Mackey coming out to back check as well as Jack Francis. Into the corner and around for Jason Carrera. Off the wall, good steal though by Goebel, and now Barker gets his stick up. Play is going to be allowed to continue as Mackey takes a body check, and that's going to be a penalty to Tommy Burkett. As Mackey was able to slip on the inside, Burkett had no choice but to take him down. So, with a 1-0 lead, PC is going to their first power play of the day. 5:40 to go, opening period. Both teams starting to gain a little traction here as we make our way through this opening part of our ball hockey game. 1 of 4 today. So Lovett in the face-off, couldn't win it back. The Extreme get it to the blue line, and it'll be kept in. Barker takes the return pass as Barker winds up and shoots, and that is straight out of play and not what Declan Barker had in mind with that shot. He was hoping potentially to get a little lucky and hit something in front, but Barker missed everything, and it ends up and out of play. 5:25 to go, opening period. The Extreme and the Coast, the U15 boys, 1-0 for the Extreme, thanks to Mason Burke. Up to center and all the way in now. Cavin dumps it in, hustling towards it though is Braden Doyle. Doyle and Cavin battle, coming in to help out is Lovett. Lovett frees it up, man in front is Francis, can't get him the ball as Lovett tap dances, and now he's in Gretzky's office. A little Sonny Milano-esque flip Doesn't quite work out. Centering pass, loose in front. Francis chips, bouncing ball. And they wave it off. Just able to get that one off the line, and Francis can't believe it, as he thought the game was tied. As we watch the scramble in front, there's no overhead camera, but the celebration by the Extreme says all that you need to, as solid defense keeps that one from bouncing out, and the reaction from Francis, you just know he is going to see that one tonight if things don't go his way. Lots of time left, though, and when you got skill like Jack Francis, you're going to get more than just 1 or 2 looks in a game. He'll need to bury that one and look to return as the power play continues. A minute gone in the 4-minute penalty. Lovett, the captain, fires it on, doesn't reach the goal. Blocked and fired down by Mason Burke. Vitelli watches as this one drifts right by him, and now PC can bring this all the way up. Good entry into the zone by Connor Brown. Nice job ditching it over there for Aurora Callard as bodies collide down low. Mackey watches as Coast tries to swing it back to the point. Lovett gets it there. Shot coming. Doesn't reach the goal and fired out and down the length of the rink. And one bounces right onto the goaltender. Vitelli, who leaves it for Aurora Callard. Good speed here by Callard as she chips it all the way in. Gonna just get out of her reach though and get knocked out to center ice. This gets played all the way out of Mackey's reach, spun around. Attempting to get it there was Luke Goebel, as this one ends up getting chipped up out of the screen, and I think the Extreme touched it last, so the faceoff will stay inside. 3:22 to go, period 1, $1:42 to go in the double minor, or the 4-minute penalty, I suppose. The only goal scorer of the day so far is the Extreme's Mason Burke. Osmak trying to change that. He stepped on the ball and ends up getting to the point. Barker's going to walk in and stop there by Vieno, and he'll cover it up and get a whistle. 3:13 to go, opening period, 1-0 Extreme. PC on the man advantage. This one gets to the point, kicked down by Declan Barker. Barker puts it on, blocked by Davis and into the far corner. Bouncing ball ends up in possession of the Extreme, and they're going to lift this one out and down the floor. Barker will start from his own zone. Declan Barker straight up the middle, chips it in, just out of his own reach though, and Ryan Vieno is going to pounce on that one and get a whistle with 1:06 to go in the man advantage. 2:46 to go in the opening period. 1-0 Extreme. Another face-off coming to Vieno's right. Pardon me. Nice face-off win by Davis. He spins this all the way around. Hustling there is Cole Barber. Barber plays this through the seam and down the rink, and with under a minute to go, hustling onto it was Tyson Jackson. Coaster able to spin it past him, and out they come through the center. Little drop pass, almost too many on the court, as it ends up being Barker that's going to walk into one. His shot fired wide. Just poked out of the reach there of Logan Dudaluk. Pardon me, as this gets knocked down by a high stick. The Coast saying that it was at belly button heights, but Cavin not going to sell the official on that one, so they won't be allowed to change either. So the Extreme are going to get an offensive zone faceoff with 2:03 to go and only 23 seconds left in their penalty kill. So good job here by the Extreme. The Coast have had their looks, The Extreme, though, have just kept under the outside as Callert, pardon me, helps make the play from behind the goal, and out comes Coast. Osmak all the way in. Angled off by Goebel. Goebel's taken into the wall now, is 5 seconds away from being 5-on-5. Knocked down. Osmak gave it away, sliding to try and break that up. But now the Coast will have to retreat, and we're back to even. So a good penalty kill by the Extreme, as now they have a 1-0 lead and the ball inside the offensive zone. Burkett out of the box trying to fight his way through. Couldn't. Glove down at the blue line as the Coast just about cough it up. Osmak whips that over for Dudalek. He gets pressured by Bickert as Bickert knocks him off. Goebel waiting on the outside of the pile. Dudalek, Collard all in there for the Coast, and they're able to pull it out and give it to Temple. Kenyon Temple will get another whack here. He has it deflect away. Nice move by McPhail, and he just lost the handle. Now McPhail backhands in front. Doesn't reach the intended target. McPhail ends up going in with Carson Moore. Going to the net is Burkett, pardon me. Apologies, Burkett. As this gets played off the glass, Dudalek taken away again. Good pressure by Mason Burke. But now a flip for Lovett, and there's a little interference that is going to go uncalled. And that'll get the attention of the Coast supporters as that ball gets to Vienno for a cover. This one gets flipped in, and Lovett looked like he did get run into a little bit there, right outside the blue line. Coast doesn't like it, but the Extreme will take it. It's a 1-0 lead. Shot coming from the point. Vienno makes that easy stop. And another whistle. 27 seconds left in the opening period. And a little fresh breath of cool air made its way up, as it is a toasty day here in Paradise City. And we're going to get ourselves a penalty to the Coast here, as right in the defensive zone, the offensive zone, pardon me, of the Coast. We watched the replay. That's right there, and it's hard to argue that one. Lovett maybe a little bit frustrated with the non-call, and it was Cole Barber's stick that was the victim of that abuse. So it's going to be interference, and with 18 seconds left, the Extreme with a 1-0 lead are going to the power play. Face-off, push back to the point. Davis looking for Burke. Burke with 10 seconds left goes half wall. Shot coming, played out in front, and just sweeping that one was Jackson. Hupcroft with the pass. Hupcroft has it again. Knocks it off the pad. Nice stop by Vitelli as the horn sounds to end the period. As we'll take a break, it's a 1-0 Extreme lead. You're listening to the National Ball Hockey Championships on AOTV. back inside the oven. The Keith Bodley Arena in Winnipeg, 1-0 extreme lead here on AOTV. I'm Dave Anthony, and we thank you for joining us on this very hot day in Winnipeg. I hope you're enjoying the air conditioning wherever you may be watching, whether it's at home, perhaps at the vacation home, outside, at the lake, on your phone, at the office. I won't tell anybody, I promise, as this gets fired in. A power play for the Extreme as they lead 1-0, thanks to Mason Burke in the first period. Coast gets this one as far as the line. Dudalek couldn't get it all the way out, though, kept in by Burke. Half wall with Davis creeping in. The ball is shot right into the chest of Colby Vitelli, who makes a nice stop and had a quick look around, but ball was not loose, so he was able to corral that. 1-0 Extreme, and they're going to get waved out of the draw. They're going to say it was because of Burkett. So Davis will come in to take it. Jackson Davis won it to the wall. Nice job there. Taylor Mackey, will pressure up top, and now the Extreme can set up. Burke, half wall for Davis in the slot. Didn't get the shot. Good stick there in the lane. Kept that from getting loose. Around for Hutcraft as he whipped that one all the way across for Tyson Jackson. Jackson with Davis in the slot, cutting in, passes there, and off the side of the helmet of Vitelli. Play continues with the ball behind the goal. Good steal by the Extremes, Tyson Jackson. Around is Hutcraft watching. Burke makes a move on Mackey. Pass coming, shot blocked. As that's a big time block in front for the Coast. I believe that was Levi Hansen with the block. Shot coming, that's right into the chest of Vitelli. You got to pay the price on the penalty kill, and that's exactly what Hansen did there, as he was able to make the block and then lunge out to clear that one out and force a regroup at the blue line with 10:37 to go. Still 1-0 Extreme. As they push for more, they've got 18 seconds to go in the man advantage. To the blue line, Davis keeps it in. Now it's lifted all the way up and down the floor. Vieno leaves it for Burke, as Burke will make his way up and now play this in, and everybody will hustle towards Vitelli, who left it. Cavin battling down low against two Extreme. Cavan's able to win it. We're back to 5-on-5 with 2 minutes gone in the second period. This will get knocked all the way down and be flooring against the Coast. While we have a little time, we want to thank the wonderful volunteers that are making this all possible. From timekeepers to checking players in to making sure everything's done here on the TV and audio side. And of course, we want to thank the officials. Without their love and dedication to the game, we would not have any. So we thank the officials. As this shot gets away, nice stop there by Colby Vitelli. As he starts to find his groove a little bit. He wasn't overly busy in the first. He's been busier here in the second. And now the Extreme will put another one towards the goal. Off the side of the post, as that one came right out. And the Extreme got a pretty good look. Coast survives. Now they chip it in. Lovett hustling along with Cunningham. This one bounced out in front. Lovett digs at it. Nice stop by Vieno. And he pounces on that one to get a whistle. .39 to go. Second period. Game 1 of 4 here on a very hot day in Winnipeg, Manitoba, as we get a conversation between the official and Cunningham, I believe. Play gets back underway. Cunningham to Callard. He dumped it in. As the captain Lovett knuckled that one high and over the goal, hustling over Connor Brown. Callard couldn't make a play on it. This ends up back out. Cunningham on the nice feed by Carrera. Towards the front of the net, tipped in front, and a nice stop by Vienno. Another nice stop by Vienno as PC comes close as the Coast looks to equalize. Walmsley rides along the wall. Good job there, and that one's going to hit a member of the Coast out on the bench. Just those hands hanging outside was enough to stop that play from materializing, and a little frustration there from Walmsley. I don't blame him. He was just about sent off to the races as he looked like he was creating a pretty good chip and chase situation, but unfortunately for Walmsley, it's off a glove, and that gets a stop. Quick tying of the shoe here. No word yet if it's the double bunny ears or if it's the one rabbit ear through the hole style of tying. Is this shot from distance stopped by the goaltender? 8:50 to go here in period number 2. 1-0 Extreme lead on a first period marker. Both teams have had some looks. Nothing overly great just yet here in this second, despite a power play by the Extreme. Quick conversation with the coaching staff of Coast, as this gets stepped on right in the center lane. Vienno pounces on that one and gets another whistle. Neither team able to build much in the way of momentum just yet. As still time here in the second period. Lots of time left, in fact, as Temple tried to play that deep and couldn't. Walking up now is McPhail. McPhail pressured by Temple. Mackey in there as well. Nicely done by McPhail, though, to ball protect. Mackey comes and steals. Chips up the wall for Francis. Francis had a glorious chance in this second period as the shot gets away, loose in front, and they're only able to chip it high and wide. Scramble play in front. Another nice block is Chicato. Tried to fire that one home. Carson Moore tackled there as Extreme holler for a call. Nothing coming. Chicato as this gets chipped all the way out and down the floor. And with under 8 minutes to go in the second, it'll be the Extreme that regroup. This one gets fired all the way up. They're going to call flooring on this one with a 1-0 lead, 7:45 to go. As we get back underway here at the Keith Bondley in below the goal line. Cloutier has this one bounce off of his stick and end up heading around the goal. Centering pass broken up momentarily as Lind has it poked away. And now here comes Davis. He's got Jackson with him. Davis holds. Nice diving play and a better stop by the goaltender, Colby Vitelli. As this one gets played around the goal, it's Callert getting it up the wall. He'll be kept into the offensive zone, though, by the Extreme. Turning and firing. Big time stop. Big rebound, though, as that might have stung Vitelli a little bit. Play will continue as this ball ends up getting out and down the floor. 7 minutes to go here in period number 2. Chipped up and down now, and the Extreme will force a face-off inside the defensive zone. We'll take a break and come back with second period action here on AOTV. Back here at the National Ball Hockey Championships in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Dave Anthony with the call of today's games. starting to rate for this one and then the rest of the day here at the Keith Bodley. As this gets played in, Osmak's trying to hustle in. Osmak taken down, gets the chip in, and will we have a penalty shot is the question. We will. Osmak will get the opportunity with a penalty shot. As Osmak was able to break away, the dive there's all feet, no ball. And that's why the call is the penalty shot. So Osmak with a chance to tie it for Coast. Rylan Osmak, we're wearing number 66. Osmak versus Vieno. Osmak, right-handed shot in. Vieno pokes it away. Ryan Vieno got just a piece. And Osmak is turned away. As Osmak had decent speed going in. You can see right at the end of this move, just that little poke by Vieno was enough to get that ball taken away. And Osmak and the Coast will remain down a goal with 6:32 to go here in this second period. Cunningham shoots that off a leg. Hustling towards the far side is McPhail. Knocked down in the corner, no call. Play continues. Cunningham on the near side has this one taken away as Burkett watches Lovett come through center lane. Lovett fires that one in wide, and bouncing around was Ryan Vieno to capture that one and get the whistle. So the Coast have had their chances. Penalty shot by Rylan Osmak. But it is still the first period goal by Mason Burke. That is the difference here in this second period. 6:08. Face-off won back nicely by Hupcraft. As this one gets leaked out to the blue line. Shot comes in and they score! The Coast have tied it! As that one may have been deflected in front. It's a 1-1 game. As it looks like it's Levi Hansen leading the flyby. Hansen was in front right at the hash mark there, and he might have got just a piece of it. So it's 1-1. As we will update the score. As it's going to be, I believe, Levi Hansen's goal. Unfortunately, they do not announce it in-house, so we cannot get that confirmed. But nonetheless, a point shot, and we believe a deflection, and we've got ourselves a tie game. The Extreme answer right back. My goodness, what a shot by Jackson Davis. As just seconds after the goal, it ends up going right back, and the Extreme have got it with a 2-1 lead. Just a little drop pass gave a little bit of space. And Davis does not need a lot of time to be dangerous, as he's able to walk right in and bury it to give his team a 2-1 lead. Goals in the matter of seconds. The Coast tied it, the Extreme get the lead, and it's 2-1 for New Tech. Face off outside the blue line as the Extreme coming off that latest goal. Let's watch that again as the Extreme push forward off the face off. They were able to get Davis freed up just a little bit, and Jackson Davis fired it high glove and beat Vitelli clean to give his team the lead. The Coast now look to respond. The Extreme, though, take it up. They'll get it as far as center ice, or center lane, pardon me, but that's as far. Now turning it back as this gets deflected in. Won't have enough for flooring. Hustling back, Alistair Lind. Whipped around is a good stick lift there by Francis, but a good second effort from Tyson Jackson. Keep plays alive down low, and now whipped around by Hupcroft. Coast will wheel up here from behind their own goal. Bouncing it off the wall, Francis gets knocked down there by Barber. Centering pass is broken up, and it's out to just past the blue line, then pitchforked into the screen and out of play. 4:55 to go. 2-1 the score in favor of New Tech. To the red line, kept into the Coast's offensive zone. 4:45 to go. Trying to knock it free is Osmak. He was able to, but it's picked right back up by Claughton. Claughton having to deal with the pressure of the Coast. Claughton able to survive, now wheel out. He's got Green with him. Claughton in. Callert's back. Great job by Callert. Aurora Callert, and then the Extreme score! Played right out in front, and the Extreme have themselves a 2-goal lead. It looked like a harmless play coming out of the corner, but again, all alone in front is Austin Claughton, and he's got himself an easy one as his original shot was stopped. The rebound right there, though. And the Extreme have jumped out to a 3-1 lead. And we'll have a timeout here at the Keith Bondley. The Extreme leads 3-1. Back here at the Keith Bondley, 3-1 the score with 4:22 to go, pardon me. The Extremes, Austin Claughton giving his team that 2-goal lead, and they're turning right back with Liam McPhail stopping up to the blue line. Just inside the red line, shot coming, doesn't make it, love it. Knocks his man down as Barker trying to push forward. Hustling and to get him back though is Declan Barker. Tried to push it forward, unable to connect with Taylor Mackey, and back come the Extreme. Great read though by Temple. As Temple makes his way in, puts it on. Vieno with the stop. And we are going to play on as the referee just swallowed the whistle. And we get some more ball hockey, and now there's, boy, the one official might have dinner plans that he doesn't want to miss, the way he's let this game pick up here a little bit. But pace is not a bad thing, is it, folks? As this gets chipped out through center, Mackey scoops it up. Nice little move, Mackey, and he's able to poke it only deep as he got surrounded. by Kluche and company. And now into the corner. Mackey with a good stick battle here. His legs are tied up. It's looking like the worst game of Twister ever. As into the corner, again bodies collide, and it's freed up for MacPhail. MacPhail shoots that one. It takes a funny bounce off the pad, and now one-handed back towards Vitelli. And this one will get blown down. 2:45 to go, 3-1 Extreme lead. Second period, just 2:45 remains. Things physically starting to pick up a little bit for both clubs here as they look to gain some type of advantage. The Extreme comfortable on the score sheet, but the Coast have the skill to get back in a hurry, so Vieno and company will have to be on their toes. This gets put towards the goal, and another nice stop and right into the glove of Vitelli, who makes that nice stop in tight. That's a big save for Colby Vitelli, and for the Pacific Coast team is right off the face-off. That bouncing ball gets knocked down. The Coast do a pretty good job now boxing out. It's that second attempt, though, that is knocked towards Vitelli's glove, and he was able to grab it and get a whistle. Backhanded back around. Jackson and Hupcroft have played well together here with Davis, who's got a goal. Now we're going to get a penalty in front. It's going to be William Hupcroft that goes. Roughing is going to be the call. So a big chance here for the Coast. Down a man. Oh, sorry, will not be Hupcroft. It'll be Jackson that goes, I believe. As that shove right in front. Back official picked it up quite easily. And the Coast will have a man advantage. And we got another timeout here. So with 2:20 to go, we'll take a break. Back here at the Keith Bodley, 2 periods in. With 2 minutes to go in that second period. A 2-goal deficit for Coast, who's on a power play. Cavin shoots, and that one bounces high off the boards. Back out in front. After a little battle, it's going to be the Extreme that get it out and down the floor. Vitelli watched that one, and good pressure here by Levi Hansen. Forces Coast to retreat, to now Cavin brings it up. Chipped in past Francis. This one's going to get bounced down the floor, and with a $1:35 to go in the period, Coast has to start from square one. Callert dishes off Cavin. Fires that one wide on the glove side. Big rebound pops out. Bodies fly everywhere. Picked up and tight, and just couldn't get it in on that short side. Nice stop by Callert. Callert to Cavin. That shot wide off the foot of the goaltender. And Vieno's able to pounce on that one and keep it out. Great keep in by Callert over to Cavin as we watch here. Just teed up for number 8, and his shot goes off the end boards, and it hits the goaltender in the foot. Bounce right to the side of the goal, but a good box out by the Extreme. Keeps the Coast from getting that second shot. Lovett on the faceoff. Callert able to get it back. Temple tried to get that one through. Lovett scoops it up. Lovett to the point. Temple fires. That one hits Davis in front. And it'll be the Extreme that get it out and down the floor. 30 seconds left to the man advantage. Temple starts from his own zone to Callert. Aurora Callert had it poked away. As this one gets played in, Lovett couldn't make both defensemen bite on the move, and now a potential break for Davis. Davis trying to settle it down, and a nice stop by the goaltender. And turning it back the other way is Coast. Up on the near side, deflected in. Penalty comes to an end. 5-on-5, final 15 seconds of the period. 3-1, the Extreme lead. And they're just going to eat the rest of this clock behind their net as they just lay it over to open court. And now this gets flipped up and out of play with 2 seconds left. Jackson Davis a chance to expand that lead, but he just had it bounce away as both teams will make their changes, and we'll have one more face-off before the third period here on AOTV. Coast was able to tie it as the horn sounds. That'll do it. Coast got a goal from Levi Hansen, but quickly answered by the Extreme Jackson Davis. And then a little insurance by Austin Claughton. That's how we got to a 3-1 game. 2 periods in the books, the third period when we come back. Welcome back inside the Keith Bondley. Dave Anthony here with the call of this third period as the Extreme have a 3-1 lead through the first 2 periods. We're going to start 5-on-5 as this one gets bounced in. Vitelli watches that get knocked wide, and now bodies fly in the corner. Shot coming, just whistled wide. All the way back around is Cunningham. Tried to chip that out and does. Mason Burke pressured here by Connor Brown. It ends up getting deflected away. Davis and Lind will hustle now into the Coast defensive zone. Lind chips this one around. Bouncing ball ends up in the corner. It gets up to the blue line and away goes the Coast. Trying to chip and chase, but a good defensive play there by Cloutier. And now All Coast can do is play it in from the wrong side of the red line, so that's flooring, and a whistle sounds, and a faceoff coming all the way back down inside Coast territory with 11:11 to go. To the right of Vitelli, this faceoff will be Mackey and Walmsley in the draw. Jonah Walmsley able to win that one back. Touch pass to the blue line. Shot coming. And that one hit a body in front. And then off the crossbar as that one bounced all kinds of places. As it all starts with the Walmsley face-off win. Just casually walks in, snaps it right back. You can watch the winger. He's able to just a little touch pass to the blue line. That shot came in and off the top of the bar and stayed out. As we get back underway here, play resuming behind the goal. Minute 10 gone in the third period. Chipped out to center. Glove down by the defense. A nice job there by the Extremes. Braden Doyle. This one gets rimmed back around the wall. The Extreme are going to hammer this one. And that ends up way out of play off the stick of Johnny Green. Buck 26 now gone in the period. Coming up next, another terrific contest that you won't want to miss here on AOTV. It'll be the Withrow Park Knights against the NL Selects. That's U19 girls. As that shot gets poked away, spinning back around, and this deflection up and out of play. Things slowing back down and falling into a bit of a groove here, which is just fine by the Extreme as they lead by 2. Lovett will take the face-off against McPhail. Lovett wins it back. Chance to rim this one around the wall. Stolen and to the blue line and out. Barker, pardon me. Nice move. Barker trying to make his way in and does. Barker, nice sliding block though. Able to knock that one out of harm's way. Turning and firing was Lovett. Ends up off the side of the goal. Lovett waits. Gets chipped past him and it's out to center. Good back check though by Lovett. As again, Burkett able to put this one in on the goaltender and thought about playing it for a moment there. Did Colby Vitelli, but he decides better and he holds on. 3-1 as we make our way into the guts of the third period. Coast fans trying to implore their team to get a little bit closer perhaps. They're in the wrong end of the floor though, as this is an Extreme face-off win. Played around. As Jackson Davis takes the pass from Goebel. Davis fired it through, nobody home. The other side is Jackson. Down low for Hupcraft. A little blind backhand pass there is picked off, and away comes the speedy Pacific Coast transition. All the way up is Lind. Lind's able to poke this one in deep. The 244s collide, and it eventually goes to the possession of Luke Goebel. Up the wall, nice bank pass. Got Davis away. Davis fires that one wide on the glove side. Diving to break that one up is the Coast, and away they come through center lane. On the far side and in. Nice move. Francis in. Stopped by the goaltender. Rebound. They score. Love it. Backhands it home. And the Coast are within 1. Great play by the captain, Lovett, to be in the right place at the right time as he drives to the front of the net. And after Francis was stopped, Lovett bangs it home on the backhand, showing off some great hand-eye coordination. And the captain of the Coast has his team back to within 1. As with under 9 to go, they wave the flooring call as play allowed to continue. Carrera watching. Here's a play in front, and the Extreme gets a chance. Vitelli makes the stop. That was Walmsley that was turned away in front. Battling now inside the crease area is the Coast. We'll have a face-off come outside due to a crease violation by the Extreme. 8:29 to go here in the third period. 3-2 the score. Coast getting some love from the crowd here now as the Extreme have a lead to protect now. That's just a goal. Burke up the wall. Green couldn't get it deep, and now Osmak whips it across. This is deflected and taken away nicely by Cloutier. Out to center again, turning right back. Walmsley couldn't get it deep. Nice stick lift there by the Coast, but again, neither team able to get anything into the offensive zone. Burke is going to change that, though, as he wheels in. Fires that one high over Vitelli. Rebound to the to the line, and they bounced it in. The Extreme get the goal. That gets them a little momentum after giving up the one that put them in a bit of a bind. They bounce one past Vitelli and in. And a big-time goal for the Coast as they restore their 2-goal lead. That's tough if you're the Coast. It's that one just skipped on the goalie and kind of slipped through the wickets a little bit. And the Coast get a timely goal. It's not always how, it's when. And that's a timely one for New Tech. As that's deflected on. We'll take a timeout here with this stoppage. 4-2 your score. Back here in another stop and cover as little conversation goes on, but the Extreme not going to get too much into that. They don't want to take a penalty here and give Coast's power play a chance to go back to work. Shift up the wall by Lynn. Into the offensive zone and played around now. As bodies collide down, eventually picked up by Coast. Centering pass. Missed the intended target. And it ends up back out to center. Picked up as they try and wheel up the other way. Far corner now as Coast will have 7 minutes to get back into this game as they make their way into the offensive zone. Brown turns and fires. That one's tipped in front, but nobody home. Just went wide. Good ball protection here. Mackey turns and fires. That's off a leg and out of play. Nice job by Goebel to stick with him and force this one up into the ceiling and get a whistle with 6:41 to go in the third period. 4-2 the score as the fans try and get their team back into it. An offensive zone faceoff. Lovin has a goal here today. He wins the faceoff, and that one hit off the base of the post. A quick shot from Francis. On the near side wall, kept alive momentarily by Jackson as he chips it out. Callert hustling all the way back. Look at the speed there of Claughton as he keeps play alive in the far corner. Trying to drive wide and in. And a good blocking arm stop there by Vitelli. He needed that one as Hupcraft was turned away. Centering pass off Vitelli. Bounce to the blue line. Declan Barker plays it out. And this will have enough for flooring, so we'll have the face-off all the way back down inside the Extreme offensive zone with exactly 6 minutes to go in period number 3. The Coast have gotten close a couple times, but they just haven't been able to find that equalizer. The Extreme, when giving up a goal, they pushed right back and done what they needed to do to restore their 2-goal lead. Now a chance here is quickly shot into the glove. And a nice stop by Colby Vitelli. Face-off will stay there. It'll be Walmsley versus Levitt again. Scrum draw and eventually knocked back by Lovett. This one gets poked all the way out and down. Hustling towards the corner as Lovett pressures his man. Stolen by Elliot Aldrin. Chipped up the wall and away goes Davis. Davis snaps that one high. Johnny Green, first one on it. Walmsley winds up, shoots. That one hits a body in front. Back to the blue line and past. Goebel pressured there by Barker. He's forced to dump it in. Temple keeping an eye on his check, and this one gets fluttered up and out of play. 5:13 to go. We'll take a break. It's 4-2. Coast supporters trying to urge their team on here as they're down by 2 with 5:05 to go, third period. Gets chipped up the wall now as the Coast will make their way into the offensive zone. Brown trying to get around the pressure of Burke. Burke able to steal from Connor Brown, and now he'll try and fend off the forecheck as Burke is able to wheel his way out. Davis had it hit the foot of his blade, so it stopped, and Lind will drive it in. Bodies collide there as Burke rips this one around. Looking for Kluche. Gets chipped right up center lane, and now the Extreme have it as Davis pokes it in. Vitelli will stop this one with 4:22 to go in period number 3. 4-2 your score. As Lovett's got the latest goal to get his team a little closer, and then answered quickly by the Extreme to give them their 2-goal lead right back. So the clock, the enemy of the Coast now. As this is won by Coast. Playing this one up as far as the blue line. Lovett kicks it free. Good defensive steal there by Doyle. As Lovett comes back in. Doyle, though, forced the offside as Cunningham just couldn't hang on, as Lovett had to make that extra move because of the presence of Braden Doyle. So the faceoff will come outside the blue line. Dudalek, pardon me, wins the faceoff back. All they can do, though, is chip it in, and now Lovett will steal, slides it over. Cunningham got spun around. He picks it up now with under 4 to go. Cunningham puts it on, rebounds, kicked into the corner. Up the wall and now flipped all the way out as the Extreme head into the offensive zone. Cavan, though, quickly onto it as McPhail pressures him. Cavan, McPhail down low. Cavan does a good job to sweep him off and then use that body to protect and wheel the ball out the far side. A little chip there by Cavan. Chip again. This one is broken up, though, as eventually the Coast will play it towards the blue line, and the Extreme just backhanded into the offensive zone. Nice move here. He's got a little something cooking as they put that one towards the goal. Couldn't. That was Chicato with that nice set of hands there as this gets to the red line. Kept in momentarily. Lind to the open side. Chipped out. Intercepted, and here goes Goebel. With 3 minutes to go in the third period, up by 2. Goebel all the way in. Chipping that one off the side. Osmak, who had a penalty shot in the second period, chips this one up and out of play, and that'll get a whistle. 2:53 to go in the final period. 4-2 your score. A break. We'll come back. Back inside the very hot Keith Bodley Arena here on AOTV. This game is one of another full day today and a full day expected tomorrow as well. We'll be at 3 locations the rest of the weekend here. The Bell MTS Iceplex and the Canada Life Center, the home of the Winnipeg Jets. As the Coast flip this one out of the reach of Barker, and Viano pounces on that one. So with 2:35 to go, another face-off inside Extreme territory. Coast will look to get a little bit closer. Down by 2 and time running out. We're going to get a timeout here, so we'll take a timeout up here as well. Coast down by 2 with 2:35 to go. Back inside the Keith Bondley. It's 2:35 to go. Third period, 4-2 the score in favor of the Extreme. As the Coast in the offensive zone trying to get something going. The Extreme able to keep it to the outside. Davis chips it, kept in by Mackey. Goaltender pulled for the extra attacker. Shot whipped high as Barker knocks it down. Declan Barker pressured here by the Extreme. They'll chip it off the wall. They get a friendly bounce, and now Davis tried to shoot it into the empty goal and missed as that was deflected away. Barker runs into his man as the Extreme will put this one on, but again caught by Cavin as the Coast able to play this one to the open side. Under 2 minutes to go now, third period. Bounced off the wall and chipped to neutral territory. Mackey into the offensive zone. Fires that one, blocked nicely there by Goebel. Barker's able to walk in, and that shot hit a leg and didn't reach the net. Cavin to the blue line. The Extreme keep it away. Now Davis one-on-one with an empty net. Davis seals the deal with the empty netter. The Extreme put it away with 1:21 to go. It's now a 3-goal lead. Davis is second of the game. An empty netter to give his team a 3-goal lead here in the third period. As the Coast gambled, like you have to when you're down by 2. And a good job by the Extreme to keep everything to the outside. Eventually forcing a turnover. And then the empty netter goal to seal it. They're going to pull the goalie again here, down by 3. Why not? What do you got to lose? Might as well go all out if you're the Coast. As now the Extreme will make their way in. Dumped in by Green. Levi Hansen around for Temple. Temple up the wall for Francis. Francis chips it in, trying to get around Kluche. Francis able to and hold on to it on the backhand under a minute to go. Francis backhands it out in front, bouncing puck. Loose, and a great defensive play by Jonah Walmsley. Saved his team a goal against. As there's a good-looking rush here by the Extreme. Dished over, and a diving stop there to keep it just a 3-goal game. As why not? Talk about all hearts. As we watch this one, it looked like it was going to be another empty netter for Green, but look at the hustle and just getting that stick on it at the last second was the Coast. But when the highlight of your game is stopping an empty netter from going in, you have not had a great game, in my opinion. And the Coast had some looks. They had the penalty shot early on. Just some timely goals by the Extreme. The difference with 25 seconds to go. 3 goals the deficit. Point shot gets blocked. Now trying to drive it towards the goal. The Extreme again, bodies and sticks flying everywhere. As the Coast's captain, Lovett, who picked up a goal here today, will play this one in, and a little hip check as Mackey makes his way in, stopped. And we are going to have a last-second penalty, as I believe that was Braden Doyle who got the hip out on Lovett with 3 seconds left. It's all academic, as the Extreme will defeat the Coast here in our first game of the day, in the afternoon at least. As if it's any indication, we are in for a whole lot of fun throughout the rest of the day. Coming up next, the U19 girls, the Newfoundland Selects, and the Withrow Park Knights. The Knights from the Etobicoke League. Face off one towards the goal, and that's going to do it. A final here, as the Extreme 5-2 winners. So that'll wrap up our coverage of this game. We're going to take a break and come back with that U19 girls game, the NL Selects against the Withrow Park Knights, when we return.